Welcome to the Whiskey Vault. I'm Daniel Whittington, Chancellor of Wizard Academy, Whiskey Marketing School. I don't know who gave me this bottle. It came in the mail, no note. And one of my staff opened it for me by accident and then just put it on my desk, so I couldn't look at the package to figure out where it came from. So if you're the one who sent this, thank you. It's a committee release, and I'm a member of the committee. But I don't know which, is this the newest version? It's possible that it was a brand rep or something and they were hoping I'd put it on the channel, in which case this would be sponsored content. But I don't actually know. So I am not going to call it sponsored content right now because I am a committee member for Ardbeg. And if I had remembered that they were releasing this, I would have bought this one with my own money anyway. Somebody donated it. There's no way I don't put this on the channel because I'm an Ardbeg fan. And also, Christina Van Ness would shoot me if I didn't review Ardbeg. And I like to live. So, Ardbeg 8 for discussion. Now, I don't know how I feel about this, but when I got the original emails, I mean, this has been coming out for a while, if I remember correctly. Like, this isn't not a brand new first in 2025 or 2026. This might be the new version of it. But the idea at the time when they released it, if I remember correctly, was they wanted to encourage you to talk about it and tag them and start a conversation with them in the internet and, you know, blah, blah. It was their attempt at trying to create internet community engagement. And that's fine. It doesn't come across as that. I remember when I first saw this, my first thought was, you say you want to start a discussion, but you didn't provide anywhere for us to discuss except on our own platforms, which immediately makes us promote you, which I know you think is a good thing, but that immediately makes it not feel like a natural conversation. It feels like what you wanted was for us to promote you, and you wanted to disguise it as, let's start a conversation. It feels disingenuous, and that annoyed me a little bit. But I never tried it at the time, and so now I'm trying it, and look, it's happening. So I guess it worked. Okay, there's a lot written on this bottle, and it's in freakishly small print. So I'm going to need to get my glasses, but first we're going to smell. Ooh. This is new. Or my nose is weird today, which is, it could be because I'm on the few days past being ill. It's Ardbeggy, but in ways that I've not experienced. But it's not as brash as Wee Beastie. It's not as heavy and viscous as like Ugdal, and it's not as like, and I'm gonna say it, but it's weird, fruity as tin. Like in Ardbeg tin, there's a brightness that's on like a light fruit direction of Ardbeg tins. One of the reasons I love it so much is it's got density, but it's not overwhelming. I mean, unless you hate peated whiskey, but this is different. This is more deep caramel and licorice and tar. Like, that's what it is. Telephone pole is what popped into my head. We had, in the early days of Crotted Barrel, or early, like in a few years, we built Zach Smith, our old vice chancellor and a really close friend of mine, built this seating area in the back of Crotted Barrel, and I had nothing to do with it. He used these old telephone poles that had been cut down, decommissioned, and they were covered in tar to seal them. And he spent a very serious amount of time letting them air dry and then resealing them to try to eliminate the tar smell, because it would never have worked to have the smell of tar in a tasting room. And it worked. It didn't, by the time he was done, you couldn't smell anything. But it reminds me of that smell of tar-coated telephone pole and then deep caramel and licorice. Huh. And then there's almost like a honey and fruit note. This is really cool. I was ready to be all annoyed by it, but I'm actually really enjoying this. Okay. The palate is where it misses a step, which is weird. It's 50%, but it tastes slightly flat. As in, like, it rolls in like it's gonna do interesting things, and then it just sort of goes, nice soft sweetness. And then it ends with like a hint of that smoky, tart, rich brine character that I love about Ardbeg. Let me try that again. Yeah, even with aggression, it just ends up with a slightly spicy vanilla caramel, soft cream, hint of ash. Aftertaste is all ash and smoke. But the nose, I really like the nose a lot. Interesting. So, what they say on the bottle, it has been proposed that there is 1, an unmistakable smoky Ardbeg intensity, 2, a strong whiff of charcoal and creosote, yep, that's that purple, 3, curious hints of something vegetal, like fennel, there's your licorice, and celery. Yeah, I could see that. Mixed with wood smoke. Discuss. And then on the back, congratulations, with this purchase you've displayed superior taste characteristic of the Ardbeg committee membership. And then they give you instructions on how to convince someone else to be a member. Yeah, I mean, it's clever and like amusing in a dad joke kind of way, like, I get it. But it's really working really hard to try to create community engagement in a way that is so transparently self-serving that makes it a little bit like, guys, come on. But I like the nose a lot, and I keep coming back to it. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I don't know on the nose if I would have immediately guessed it was Ardbeg. Strangely enough. You tell me and I think, yeah, classic Ardbeg smell. But like, it's got its own thing going on in ways that it's kind of surprising. Anyway. I get to drink whiskey on a random day because you guys like YouTube videos. So thanks. Cheers to you. I'm really glad you're here. I tell you what, if you like and subscribe, we can start some organic discussion about the fact that you should like and subscribe to this channel and tell your friends.